New Year's Eve, baby, 2023, coming in hot. And you know that Landmas ends on December 24th, so I want to make sure that I get some New Year's Eve looks in for you. Sorry, I'm in just the most delightful mood because can we just take in the little upgrade to the studio lights? Did you guys notice the difference? It's pretend, but it looks real behind me. Anyway, yeah, so I want to make sure that I get some fun New Year's Eve inspired makeup looks for you before the day is here. So tonight I've put on this fabulous little sequin dress from Zara. I'm obsessed with it. I'm going to link it below, and I'm going to bedazzle myself with a very easy to achieve makeup look. We got to be able to do it quick because when we are getting ready to go out, we don't want to potentially fail so hard and do anything too intricate. It's got to be easy, it's got to be quick, but it's got to be glam. So tonight's look is inspired by my little black sequin dress. We're going to do some sparkles, and let's get ready for New Year's Eve. No, I can't handle that you guys are going to be seeing this entire video. This is my commitment to my steps every day, okay? So naturally, I've already done my brows to save us all the 10 minutes of blood, sweat, and tears, and we're just going to start with the base. I'm going to do a little primer foundation moment, and then we're going to go into the eyes. So starting with the Laura Mercier Hydrating Primer. I'm going to use this as a little base because your girl is dry. Going to do a primer. Want to make sure that our skin is all nice and juiced up and hydrated and prepped and ready for the rest of the makeup. I also have, as you could tell, I have a fake tan on, so the difference in color between my neck and face is quite intense, so we're going to be using a deeper foundation to try to match it. And I just want to make sure that this primer is all lovely and pressed in, hydrating the skin. And I'm going to pull out the Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin Foundation. This one's in the shade 4. And I was just so close to finishing this tube up. I kind of want to pull it back out. It's the perfect shade for me when I do have a little fake tan moment on. So she's coming back out of hiding. And we're going to apply it with a beauty blender. So I'm just going to pat that all around the face. Look at that coverage. Oh. It is truly so delicious, and again, might I add, the perfect match for my skin tone with a fake tan on. So I'm just really lightly patting that all around. The Beauty Blender is going to remove any kind of excess product and apply just the perfect amount that we need, and I just love this particular foundation applied with a Beauty Blender. Sometimes I prefer a brush. This one, I prefer a Beauty Blender, so we're just popping that all around. You literally don't need to do anything else when you apply this foundation. It just looks so good. Ugh, I need to add it back into my daily makeup pile. All right, the foundation's on, so I'm gonna let that sit in true Nikki makeup fashion. And let's go ahead and do the eyes. So I'm gonna take the little NARS eyeshadow base. Not necessarily necessary, but you know, if you're doing a full New Year's thing, you want your makeup to last. So let's do what we can to help that. And because we're using a little bit of, sparkle and whatnot, and I'm going to go in with black liner, let's try to just keep it on our face for the evening, shall we? And into the wee hours of the morning. I've got to be honest, I don't actually have any New Year's Eve plans right now. Every time the holidays approach and we're filming for Landmas, and I always do New Year's Eve looks, I'm always like, woohoo, maybe this year I'll actually do something and go to a party and be fabulous. And almost every year, it just never happens. We always end up staying at home. I think last year we had a few people over, but we barely made it to the countdown, and that's always the case. I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Tell me, are you a big celebrator when it comes to New Year's, or are you kind of like a couch potato like me and just barely able to keep your eyes open? I think one year it would be super fun to go all out for New Year's and go to a bash, go to a true festive soiree, but it just hasn't happened for me yet. Maybe this year it will. Who knows? Anywho, back to the eyes. Gonna go straight in with a black kohl pencil. This is the Obsidian pencil from Wayne Goss. And I think that black liner like this and I never work together so well because I think I over apply it. I always apply too much. So I'm gonna try to do a minimal amount. The idea is that I just want to blend this all along the lash line. I want to do just a really messy, easy, smudged out smoky eye with some silver glitter. That's the vibes we're going for today. So going in with the pencil, I'm just going to start by applying this all along the lash line. Oh, you know what? It's much more dry than I thought it would be. I thought it would be much more creamier. Why did I think such a thing? Okay, and then I'm just going to blend in these layers. Ooh, yeah, that blends out nice. Okay, all right, I have faith again. So I'm just going to be taking this little shader brush and pressing that in as we go. And I'm going to kind of just build up some layers and build up this black and see what happens. That's kind of the plan. I'm winging it today, guys. I put on this dress and I was like, how do I want my eyes to look with this? And this is what we're coming up with. Wow, okay, I take back everything I said about this pencil. How nicely does that blend out? It's kind of dry, so it's like a really nice soft blend. It's not too creamy and messy. I love. I'm not adding any more product, but I'm just gonna keep blending that up into the lid so that there's just this super, super soft gradient from the lash line. I even love how that looks by itself. Like, I would just wear that. Is this a new, like, no makeup trick? Just this? You guys witnessing this? It almost just turns gray. It's like a soft, barely there gray. Okay, I'm gonna do the same on the other side, and then we'll chat after. Okay, I'm gonna take a little bit of that pencil just on a smaller brush and just get right in here into the inner corner because I felt like my shader brush was too fluffy and I wasn't able to get right in there. I'm just making sure that that little section is all blended out. Oh my God, I kind of love how easy and soft this is, but I do want to build up the intensity a little bit. I feel like now I know how that blended out and we can go in with another layer with confidence. As they say, it's easier to add than it is to take away. I'm just taking a little bit of the excess on my brush. I'm not adding any more product, but I'm just really lightly like pushing it into the crease there. Just like do. Just a little bit. Always have a clean blending brush on hand, and I'm just gonna kind of clean that up a little bit, fluff it out, soften it up. Yeah, I love that. So light, so soft. Okay. All right, now we're gonna keep going with this little kohl pencil and I'm just gonna go straight into the waterline. I know, black in the waterline, something I don't do very often. And like I said before, it's not something that really works out well for me. So we're just gonna attempt to do it today. And I'm just filling in that whole waterline. I always get the goopies in my eyes. My eyes like reject anything in the waterline. But that's what Q-tips are for, am I right? Okay, and make sure to get it on that upper waterline as well. And then I'm just taking that super small smudgy brush and just kind of softly touching that on the lower lash line. I'm gonna have red eyes after this one, but I think it is giving the desired effect. Is it red carpet? I think so. I just decided to take some of the excess on this brush and literally just like pull it out a little bit in a slight little wing. It just felt right in the moment, and so I did it. Oh, I love it when something is so easy and it's so effective. Those are my favorite kinds of looks. I love how easy this was. Like, we have used one product and we have a whole ass smoky eye already. Like, isn't that incredible? You could totally leave it like this and not do anything else, but obviously we're going to. But I'm so happy with how it's turned out already. I'm just gonna take a small little clean blending brush and just kind of clean up those edges a little bit. Wow, the Wayne Goss liner, guys, I'm so impressed by that. So I do want to take a little bit of shadow and try to set this just to make sure that nothing smudges around. So I pulled out my Wet n Wild Nude Awakening palette, this guy right here. And I think we're gonna focus on this shade and the black just to kind of set this all in. So I'm gonna start with a lighter little fluffy brush and go into that light kind of warm taupey shade. And I'm just gonna press that on top of this. See, oh yeah, that's a nice combo. I like that a lot. It's just gonna kind of soften any of the edges and also give a little hint of color to the lid. And I think I'm also just gonna drag that into the crease just to kind of shape that up a little bit. Love this combo. Yes. Yeah, very nice. Just patting that on top and then just blending it over the lid and into the crease. Easy. And just do the same with a blending brush on the lower lash line and just add a hint of this shadow down there. This is giving like Mila Kunis eyes, isn't it? I feel like this is how she always has her makeup done when she's in movies and things. Wow, I kind of am loving it matte. I wasn't expecting to love the matte so much, but guys, it's New Year's Eve. We gotta add some shimmer. So I grabbed a couple of products. Oh, but not yet. We're not there yet. Sorry. I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's take a little bit of the black. So just grabbing another little shader brush and the black shadow. And I just want to press that really softly along the lash line just to add a little bit more depth there and just to set that in even further. Just adding extra smokiness. It's a really nice black shadow. Wet n Wild? We're all sleeping on Wet n Wild every time, aren't we? It's just so good. So really softly, really lightly patting that on, just doing a tiny little bit. But a little bit goes a long way. And then just going back in with that fluffier brush and just softly running that along those edges too, just to kind of melt those two shades in together even more. So I kind of don't want to touch it. I'm kind of happy to leave it, but like I came in with the intention of doing Silver Sparkle, so I feel like Silver Sparkle is what I must do. So I grabbed the little Byredo Chandy Kajal pencil. If you guys remember this, it's this gorgeous silver pencil, and I kind of just wanted to do a little touch of this, a little hint of this right on the inner corner here, just like very specifically above the inner corner. I feel like it makes a pretty big impact, just that little bit. Maybe we'll do a touch on the lower lash line too, just for a little fun and sparkle. Okay, it's screaming disco ball, I love it. Fun. And then I thought, for the top of the lid sparkles, I've got two options. I've got my Shiseido Lunar Aura Dew, or I've got the Victoria Beckham Mirror. So Mirror is like more chunky, more actual sparkles, but my fear is that it's a little bit more blue, and I really don't want it to pull like bluey silver. So I kind of love the idea of the softer Shiseido Aura Dew to just keep it looking like a very lovely red carpet vibes, lighter sparkle. Anyway, so we're going to start with this and we'll see how we feel. So I'm just taking that with my finger. Someone messaged me and it was like, it's true, they are discontinuing this. And I'm like, don't say that. I refuse. I refuse. Shiseido, please don't. Please don't do this to us. Please. I beg of you. And until then, I shall press it on my lid. I don't really know what to do here. If I'm just going to bring it all the way up or... Are you kidding? Are you kidding me? Oh my God, it's so pretty. Yeah, I love that super soft sparkle. Ugh. I feel like it, even though it's light, I feel like it does the most. I'm going to do like the very like red carpety Instagram-y thing and just bring that all the way up to my brow bone, just kind of like as if the sparkle is like being wiped across your eye, you know? I don't know how people take such fabulous like videos and photos of that on Instagram. I can never do it, but you know, you're witnessing it here. You know that it's happening. It's just like the new year is blessing us on our eyelids with this stunning sparkle, you know what I mean? That's the vibe we're giving off this year. 2023 is our year. It's your year. It's my year, it's your year, it's our year. Good things are coming, baby. Manifest it. Yeah, I love that. It's subtle, it's soft, but it's impactful. Oh, oh my God. You know I love the makeup look when I bring out a hee-hee. So I'm going to finish off with mascara, obviously pulling out the big boys, the big guns. Pulling out my Tom Ford Badass Black Mascara because this is just my thickest, most volumizing mascara ever. And I'm going to apply oodles and oodles of this. Now, would I want to mess with fake eyelashes? Usually I'm happy to just leave it like this, but sometimes a look calls for and requires fake eyelashes. But I think this super soft, like lived-in smoky eyes, it's kind of nice when the lashes are a little bit more small. It gives it much more of that like red carpet feel versus like a Insta-glam feel, you know? Oh my God, I'm obsessed. I think this is the best eye makeup look that has ever come out of my brain. This is the best. I'm obsessed with this. We're not even done the face yet. You guys, this has never happened. I've never like loved eyes before I've even finished the face. You guys, are you witnessing? Are you witnessing this? I'm so excited. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. You know when you have an idea in your mind and it actually works out? That doesn't happen a lot for me. So I'm just gonna relish in this moment. You guys, this is my favorite eye makeup look I have ever done. This is my 10th year on YouTube. Best look I've ever done, right here. Anyway, I am going in with the second mascara, and I'm sorry about it, but I'm going to take the Estee Lauder Double Wear Mascara and just put that on the lower lash line because this one is smudge-proof and transfer-proof, and this look needs that. Okay, so I'm just giving the eyes a little look-see, giving it a final little blend. I'm so happy with how this has turned out. I will happily go forward and let's finish up the face. Okay, so let's start with contour. I'm gonna take the Westman Atelier contour, do the a la Nikki Makeup mode. And this one's really nice because it's much more cool toned than like, you know, the cream contour kind of bronzer products that I use. Oftentimes I just use like a much warmer cream bronzer and do my contour and bronzer all in one. But I was very happy with the rediscovery of this product because the color is so good. It's kind of that like really perfect gray, almost purpley undertone, you know, and it just really, really looks like a shadow and does the thing. So just blending that out with my Smith 157 brush. And I've done a little slick back updo, so I really got to make sure that I'm like getting into the hairs here so I don't have like a stark white line on my scalp. Taking a smaller brush to blend out the product on the nose. I've got a lot of discoloration on my inner corner of my eye there, and we're gonna have to address that big time. Might have to redo the silver on the inner corner, but that's okay. We'll touch it up after. And I'm just bringing that down the neck a little bit. Stunning. Okay, long-lasting makeup, New Year's Eve makeup. Gotta go with the long-lasting concealer. So this is the Makeup Forever Ultra HD. I've got this in 2 shades. I use 25 and 30. I'm gonna put a bit of 25 because it's that like pinkier undertone shade. I'm gonna put a little bit on the inner corner here just to make sure I bring that up in this under eye area. Very purple. Not a lot of sleep. We shall correct this. I'm gonna put a little bit down the nose too, and then I'm gonna take the other shade and use that to conceal elsewhere on the face. So this much more matches the skin tone. I'm not gonna do like too much highlighting with this, but I'm kind of just adding more coverage. If you could see, sorry, right there, I just like covered a little pimple, you know, just bringing a little bit of flawlessness back with this shade. So adding extra coverage where I want it. On my chin here, you guys can see I've got a lot of texture in my skin right now. So just adding some extra love here, and then I will give some extra love under the cheekbone as well, just to help to carve that out and lift it too. I'm gonna grab a really small eyeshadow brush, a little fluffy eyeshadow brush, and I'm gonna use that to take this concealer right here into the inner corner because I really don't wanna mess up the perfection that is the eye right now. I'm not taking any chances. I'm just really lightly pressing that concealer here into the under eye, and you can see, yeah, it's just like super, super purple here. Holy moly, your girl needs to go to bed. It's kind of like adding to the grunginess of the eye though, isn't it? That's what we'll tell ourselves anyway. So just using this brush to really softly blend out the more pinky concealer under the eye. And then once the soft little delicate spots are blended out, we can go in with the bigger brush, which is my little, I always forget the number of this, A14, the Makeup by Ariel Morphe brush, the A14 brush. And we'll use this to pat out the rest of the concealer. And I'll probably do this round, and I might go over with the Beauty Blender. We'll see how it's looking after, but I'll definitely want to go in with more of that contour, or at least like blend it out a little bit on the cheek. I often kind of make it disappear unintentionally. And in these moments, it's where I realize like the true definition of the Makeup Forever self-setting concealer, because it really does just root itself in place. Just running back over that cheekbone area with my contour brush and just trying to make sure that that's all really softly blended out. So right away, I want the under eyes to set and live. Going in with my Givenchy under eye setting powder and my Triangle Puffy Puff. And we're gonna set that right away to make sure that nothing is budging, nothing else is happening in this under eye. Oh my God, no! Why did you go out of focus? I'm so sorry. I needed you to witness that magic. Under eye magic, I'm telling you, I'm gonna scream it from the rooftops. This is the best powder I've ever tried. I'm realizing now that I absolutely should have included this in my Landmas giveaways, but it's like skin tone dependent. Not everyone's gonna be this color, you know? But it is so good, it's so good. And I'm just patting the excess around the mouth, as you do. Yeah, I feel like we lost a little bit of the silver on this side, so I'm just gonna go back in and touch that up just a little bit right here. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Make that stand out a little bit more. But I'm actually really happy with how the black has diffused in the waterline. It's wearing so well. Usually black in my waterline kind of dies immediately. My eyes just water it away, but the Wayne Goss pencils, damn. I bought them on Beautylish, PS, in case anyone's wondering. I will link them below, but I'm happy. I could just leave the makeup like this. But we won't be done. We'll do a full proper look, guys. I want to do a really light blush. I just want to let the eyes do the talking. So I'm using the Nudestix Bareback blush. Haven't used this shade in a hot minute, but it's a very, very natural, neutral, very, very light, soft pink. I'm gonna take that with my brush and just pat that onto the cheeks. Super soft, super light, kind of in that cooler toned undertone as well, which is gonna be really nice to complement the cool tones that we've done in the eyes here. And it sits really nicely on top of that Givenchy powder too, so don't worry about applying this cream blush on top of powder. It blends in just fine. Oh, love that. Love that shade. Okay, I do want a little touch of highlight. I pulled out the Victoria Beckham Pearl Reflect highlight. First of all, can we just talk about this packaging? So stunning. I'm just gonna take a little bit of this with my finger. It's quite a like glossy highlight. So I just wanna really lightly finish with that on the cheekbone. How's that looking? Oh, I think that's really nice, really soft. Just the softest little touch of that on the cheekbones. Yeah, really nice. Love that. I'm gonna take some of my Benefit setting spray and just douse my face in this now. And while that sits and soaks, let's do the lips. I think I'm just gonna stick with some faves here. I'm gonna use the NYX Nude Beige pencil, which really desperately needs a sharpen now that I'm thinking about it. Real quick, like. NYX Nude Beige. If you're having a little smoocheroonie, a little New Year's kiss on New Year's Eve, then you want to make sure that it's something, look, I mean, listen, wear whatever color lip you want, but if you're gonna be smooching, might as well make it a naturale lip color. I was just gonna leave it like this, but I feel like I kind of want a little touch of a nudie color in the center. BRB. Okay, I'm gonna take the NYX London Soft Matte Lip Cream. I'm gonna take a little bit of this in the center here. And my favorite little thing that I've been doing with this lately is just taking a little eyeshadow brush and buffing that on. And it just really diffuses it. Like a light little stain. Honestly, this isn't even as light as I want. This is actually something that's missing in my makeup collection, like a true, almost like a MAC Myth, like pretty much like a concealer, just like a light, true peachy nude. Like all of my lighter neutral nude shades are actually quite pink. That's something I need to go buy. If you have any faves, please let me know. Anyway, I'm gonna go on top of that with the Chantecaille Patience Lip Chic, because this is just, ugh, she's the one. She is the moment. She is the lipstick. Yep. And to finish off, we're gonna do the little Nicki Makeup inspired finishing powder, the By Terry Hyaluronic Powder, Hyaluronic Pressed Hydra Powder. And let's take a little dusting of this all around the face. I still don't have final thoughts on this, but if it's good enough for Nicki Makeup, then it's good enough for me. And this, my friends, is the finished makeup look. In my humble opinion, this is the best my makeup has ever looked. This is the best makeup look I have ever done. I can quit YouTube now. I am done. I have given you all that I can give you because this makeup look is where I shall retire. No, but seriously, I am so happy with how this turned out. I hope you guys could witness how like easy and effortless this was. Obviously, there's a few little bougie products in here, okay? But it can be achieved with so many similar products. And I just love nothing more than when a smudged out easy smoky eye just does the thing. And it's effortless, it's easy, it's foolproof, and it is a fabulous makeup look for any upcoming events that you have. And perhaps if you wanted to celebrate New Year's Eve in a big way and just get a little extra glam, then this is a look that you can consider doing. I am absolutely gonna be recreating this look and wearing it to every special occasion that I have. This eye makeup right here, I will happily never wear anything else. I am absolutely obsessed with it. Is it the new lights? Is it the makeup look? I don't know. A combination of all of the above. You guys, I really hope that you enjoyed this makeup look, and I hope that you're excited to get glammed up and dressed up if you so wish for the holidays and New Year's Eve, baby. Here's my little New Year's Eve inspired makeup look, you guys. Thank you so much for being here today. I hope you're having a fabulous day or night wherever you are in the world, and I'll see you all tomorrow for a new Landmas video. Bye!